Okay, so for the basis of what this reading is about, you have the Ace of Cups reverse, the Ace of Pentacles reverse, the Emperor, and you have Death reverse as well. So, I think there might have been a situation that you got involved in, could represent a person, whoever it is, whatever it is, that you really had high hopes for. Emotionally, you were kind of really excited about it, and I think you thought it was going to be a good opportunity. It was something new that your heart kind of like was set on, and I think you thought it was just going to bring good things to you. But for whatever reason, because these two are in reverse, it didn't go quite as planned. So you had like a disappointment. It was not actually a good opportunity or a good situation to get involved in. But I feel with the Emperor, you kind of had to like boss up a little bit. I feel like it kind of made you have to really get into that realm of like making some really hard decisions, or kind of just having that like, okay, well, this isn't worth it, you know, I gotta like boss up. But for whatever reason, because you have Death here, but it's reversed, it's almost like I think you've bossed up, but you might be having a problem letting it go fully. Like you're not fully transitioning away from it for whatever reason. There's something almost still lingering regarding the situation. But in your current energies, you have the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Now, the Ten of Swords is telling me that the worst of the situation has already happened. You know what I'm saying? I think you went through the worst of it. You're probably still dealing with some of the hurt and everything, but I feel like you've dealt with the worst of the situation. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I think you're assessing the situation. You're trying to see if it's worth even continuing with. But what's coming in for you with the Seven of Wands and the Two of Swords, I feel like you're going to be feeling like, is it worth kind of fighting the fight again? You know, is it worth giving it another go? And the Two of Swords is almost like this indecision with it. Like you're not sure if you should give it another go or if you should just move on. But your challenge regarding this is the Moon and the Page of Swords. So the Moon is all about, you know, not really seeing things clearly. It's almost like you have to go on your intuition, and sometimes you just got to go on a hope and a prayer, you know? See, I think your challenge is that you don't see everything fully clearly with this situation or whatever this is, but I feel like you probably, something in your gut is telling you like, I don't want to let this go quite yet, because you have Death reversed here, you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and now you're kind of in this decision mode again, whether or not to, you know, really try it again or stand up for it again or just get involved in it again. But with the Page of Swords as a challenge with the Moon, it's going to be about, the Page of Swords is in reverse. It's like you might be getting into your head this kind of negative self-talk, you know, some criticism. You could even be experiencing this criticism from somebody else. So that is your challenge, is kind of dealing with this like negativity and this uncertainty about this. Now, but what's recommended for you, you have the Seven of Pentacles yet again in reverse, you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Six of Swords in reverse. It's almost as if like you should really look at this situation again. So the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is almost like deciding, is it worth it? You know, kind of really assessing the situation. It's recommended you reassess the situation. But the Knight of Wands in reversed, he's my all over the place kind of guy. Like he's not really, I don't want to say that effective, but he's a little bit all over the place. He could be a little egotistical as well. But with the Six of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords is a card about moving on to calmer shores, like emotionally moving on, like leaving something and kind of moving on, you know? But because it's in reverse, it's almost like, and it's recommended, it's almost like, I feel like there's something you might need to take a look again at this situation. There might be something within this that there actually is good. I think there's certain things that did not work well. I think it caused you a lot of pain and a lot of heartbreak and just a lot of frustration. But there's something here that's almost like you might want to fight for again. And I feel like with this Emperor energy, I feel like you see something valuable about this or something worthwhile. But even though it just was a disaster, there's something here that you might need to kind of reassess. You might just need to just reassess the good stuff, reassess what was the bad stuff, and actually just kind of, I feel like with the Knight of Wands in reverse, he's a little bit like all over the place, even upright, but he's very confident and charismatic. But in the reverse, I could see him as being a little bit more all over the place. But I wonder, in a weird way, because that's recommended, I wonder if there's something a little bit outside the box that you can come at this, or if there's some type of like, I don't want to say not giving a damn or something, but having this attitude almost like a, I'm going to do whatever I want type of thing. But the Six of Swords, I'm telling you, there's something here that you need to almost like revisit, or there's some takeaway from this situation that actually could be, I think, useful in the future for even something different. It might not be this exact situation, but there might be something here, even if it's a lesson learned, that in a weird way is going to actually be beneficial to you going forward. That could just be that you might be done with this, but whatever you've learned here, this is saying that almost don't forget what you learned here today or in this situation, and it's going to be useful again in the future. You're going to need those lessons in the future, and maybe next time things will work out a little differently because you've already kind of gone through the mess and you're a little smarter next time. So that kind of could be what's recommended here for you. But let's continue with the other cards. You have number 9 here, which is Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. And I definitely think that there's some time to reflect, and there's just time of like reassessing that's needed. Blue Lace Agate, find your calm. And I feel like that's really important because this is very heavy energy over here. And even this idea of maybe, should I fight for this again? Should I not fight for this again? And your challenge kind of being like, not really knowing. I just think you definitely need to find your calm right now. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. I feel like this was a transformative experience for you, but I wonder if this sudden change, shocking news, I wonder, even if it's just an epiphany, I wonder if something is going to happen or is happening that you're like, you know what, this was a disaster, but there was a piece in here that actually is good or worth trying to salvage something. And it doesn't mean you need to salvage the whole situation, but maybe there's like a part of it that actually might be beneficial for you. So that could be this kind of news or whatever, could be kind of what's giving you this like teetering on like, am I done? Am I not done? And this assessing. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. And I feel like this is something to do that I feel like whatever this is, I don't want to say I don't think you're done with it fully. I just think in the future you might be doing it differently. But I think there might be something here that you're not really going to fully let go, and it could be useful down the road, and you might be revisiting it again. So this is almost going to be like your past life relationship, but in a sense, or even situationship. But there might be something that you're taking from this experience and you're going to be applying it into the next thing. And I think it's recommended that you kind of keep that lesson in your mind, because there's something here that is actually, I just really feel like some aspect here is useful. And then you have attract. Like the moon and ocean, you attract good things into your life. And I think this is just, you need to stay positive. You've had a lot of upsetness over here, but there's something that you just need to stay positive. You stay positive and you help the good things come to you. Then we have there would be no rainbows without the sunshine and rain. And this is just saying things are cyclical. Like sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's raining, sometimes things are great, sometimes they just really suck. So, and I think because this is kind of like the worst is over with, I wonder if this was a new situation and what didn't go as smoothly as you wanted, but you might have kind of went through the worst part. So then now I don't want to say it's going to be all downhill from here, but there might be, you might be kind of getting your karma back. Good things. You put work in, you're going to get some good stuff back to you. So now for your little affirmation, you have, today I am mindful. Today I know deep in my heart and soul that happiness and self-worth are within me. And that's beautiful. And for the spirit of the dish that shall be with you during this time, you have the spirit of the other duo, which is the spirit of the fish and chips. And for the dinner and a movie that's recommended for you right now, you have barbecue food and drama movies. The energies that you need to either tap into or be aware of, you have Aries. So Aries is a fire sign, and you also have Leo, which is another fire sign. Aries is all about that energy, initiative, that initial spark. It's a little bit about like feistiness, And Leo, it's all about that confidence, pride, knowing you can do something and just feeling like you can do it. So I think you need to have this little bit of like, whatever has happened, I think there's some kind of almost like pride you can take from it because you've gone through something, and you have to have that, maybe that, keep that fiery passion a little bit, because I think what's coming in for you is kind of that like fiery passion of like, no, I'm going to stay with this situation. But with the indecision, you're almost like, should I let this go? Should I stay? What should I do? But I just feel like there's something here that definitely could be good in the future. But you also have the moon here, which you have right here again. And the moon is, not seeing everything. It's about having to kind of almost trust yourself, trust in spirit, trust your gut, trust your intuition, and just feel things out as you go, like step by step. And you have Venus here, and this is all about kind of love. It's about attraction and attracting good things to you and just feeling abundant. Some of you might need to just like be thankful for the good things and just feel like abundant for the things that went well, and just feel like you actually can create something better, or you can kind of, I don't want to say remold something, but there might be something that you can kind of redo. But I just really get a sense of like you might need to be a little bit creative at this time with this. Now let's get a little charming. Oh, and you have number 5, which means the special guest that'll be answering your questions today, because it's an odd number, will be the Magic 8 Ball. Think of those questions. He'll be out here shortly. Okay, you have clock. You have the clock here. Now, I really think this is saying something is going to take time. And sometimes that's what it is. Because I feel like with the Emperor, whatever this is, I just feel like in your gut. I know, sorry, the dog's making noise. I just kind of feel like this is something, for some of you, this might be some type of project, hobby, business, something that you're doing yourself, kind of getting off the ground yourself, whatever that might be. And for others, it could represent school, it could just represent, your home project or whatever it is, career. But I think it's something that that you're almost like, I don't want to say doing individually, but you're kind of having to go through the process yourself. And it may not be as cookie cutter clear, but I think this is saying that things do take time, and you might be in almost like a learning phase a little bit with this. So you might actually went through the rocky part first, and maybe you're going to start kind of figuring out a way to streamline it and smooth it going forward. But I think there's almost this feeling of like, one step at a time, one moment at a time, figuring it out type of thing. And you have desire, and I think for some of you, this is something that you really desire to do. So you just might have to keep reminding yourself why you want to be involved in this, or why you want to pursue this. And follow your passions, follow your desires. Okay, now think of those questions, and it's time to ask Scorpios. Oh, mystical, magical 8 ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world, what is the answer to Scorpio's question? It says, outlook not so good. The 8 ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.